Hey, and welcome back to the Methodical Marketer's Guide to Greatness. I'm Zia, and today we're expanding a bit on the topic of the week and looking at how to effectively increase your market share. As discussed in this week's article about growing your company revenue, increasing your market share is an effective way to increase your overall revenue. Now, whether you're just starting out or you've been running your business for a while and you're ready to grow, this episode is packed with simple, practical ideas that'll help you get more of the right customers without trying to be everywhere or do everything. Let's start with the basics though. What is market share? Market share is essentially the portion of your industry's customers that are actively choosing you. So if you're one of 5 florists in your town, for example, and 2 out of 10 people buy from you, your market share is effectively 20%. Now, here's the part that most people overlook. Increasing market share doesn't only mean stealing customers from your competitors. Sometimes it could also mean attracting people who weren't being served well at all. People who didn't know they needed you or didn't feel like anyone was speaking to them. This is called increasing your market size and your market share at the same time. And that's where things get really interesting. But for now, let's just focus on increasing your market share. So, here are 4 practical ways you can grow your market share without adding a ton of stress to your plate. Number 1, know your niche and double down on it. When you try to appeal to everyone, you end up connecting with no one. So instead, focus on who you really serve best. Get specific, and then create messaging, services, and content that speaks directly to them. The more relevant you are, the more magnetic you become. Number 2, create real, useful content consistently. Content builds trust, and trust builds loyalty. But here's where people get stuck. They obsess over how the content looks, instead of focusing on the impact of what it says. Honestly, your content doesn't need to be polished. It needs to be helpful. Give people quick wins, show them you get their challenges, speak like a human, and that's how you build connection and credibility. Number 3, make your customer experience unforgettable. Market share doesn't just come from awareness, it comes from word of mouth as well. And people talk about great experiences. So go the extra step. Follow up after the sale. Make it ridiculously easy to buy from you. Remember your customer's name. Surprise them with good service. That kind of care gets shared, and suddenly people are talking about you without you even having to ask. Number 4, use targeted paid ads the smart way. Once you've got an offer that works organically, ads can help you scale it. But don't just hit boost post and hope for the best. Start with a clear goal, a clear audience, and a message that actually makes people stop scrolling. Even a small budget can go a long way if you're thoughtful about where you're sending people and what action you want them to take. Here's the biggest mindset shift that I want you to take away from this episode. Growing your market share doesn't mean doing more. It means doing the right things with more intention. So instead of spreading yourself thin, zoom in. What's already working? Where are your best fit customers coming from? What content or service gets the best response? Do more of that. All right, that's a wrap on this episode. If it was helpful, share it with other small business owners who are trying to grow. Or even better, send me a DM and let me know what stood out to you. And hey, if you want more practical tips like this delivered straight to your inbox, make sure you're signed up to my newsletter. You'll find the link on my website. And if you're ready for hands-on support, from strategy sessions to content planning and ads management, you know where to find me. I'm here to help you build marketing that makes sense and actually works. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.